our buddies. Brett from Ulrich Lifestyles, Barns and Sheds, in parentheses. You are the director of sales. Brett, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
What you are so polite. My goodness. Thank you so much. You are director of sales, and we've spoken to your colleagues, we've spoken to you, and this whole thing that you guys are doing, what you now call lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle. I think the old fashioned, it was barns and sheds. We threw that out the window because there was a preconceived notion of, especially with me, I'll be honest with you. When I hear the word shed, it reminds me of those little dinky things that were in our backyard that Dad put the tools in, dog food, and it fell over if a heavy rainstorm came.
Anything you didn't want to see.
Just shoved it in the shed, right? Yeah. But that's not your deal. That is not your deal at all. You guys make little houses.
Right.
And not only are they amazing, but you do custom work and all over the board. The fun part when you or any of your colleagues come in, I always like to ask, what's the craziest thing lately you guys are working on? Something that's so customized, because you've done it all. I mean, for anyone who's just maybe tuning in and never has heard anything about your company, just quickly name some of the customized, and I hate to use the word shed, lifestyle structures.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Just kind of give us a little description of some of the not wacky things, but things that are cool.
Cool things.
Yes.
Yeah, cool things. So I agree with you. We do have that shed, just the regular shed for the customer that just needs a shed because it's a quality product. It's really the last one you have to buy, with our warranty and lifetime on the paint, 40 on the roof. I mean, this is a dry spot for your yard if that's all you need. But a lot of our customers are truly looking for what we call lifestyle structures. It's a structure that they're going to put inside their yard or their home or their side property or whatever else, and it's going to help them live a more memorable life. Right? These are things that we turn into forts for kids. We have playhouses, and I think last time I was here, we talked about the chicken coop craze that was going crazy when the eggs prices went up. We do dog kennels. I think the coolest thing I've seen recently is the tiny horse barn. So it was there's small doors for the little small horses. We have people in Acton that do that with the autistic children and things like that, and we supplied them with a building where they have their tiny horses that go inside there. So there's many different cool things that you can do with it. Just whatever your thing is, we have a structure for you.
I mean, we've talked about you guys install, the electric can be installed and TVs and.
Well, we don't install the TV.
No, but you account for that. Like you can design something where the electric can be installed and TVs, and it can be just nothing you've ever even seen before. And it just fascinates me that there is this whole new world out there and people are loving this.
Absolutely. Because they see the benefit to their lifestyle, the benefit that it comes with it immediately as soon as it's installed or built in their yard. And I think right now is a good time too for people that have never thought about it before to come see. We're having a big promotion. I know I talked to you about promotion. So
we love a good promotion. Brett, bring it on.
It's a little early. Normally we do this at the end of the year. But what we're doing is we're selling off all of our display models. So if you can take a building that is fully assembled already, if you have the gate room, if you have the room in your yard for the building just to be delivered and not built on site, we have amazing deals. I mean, some of these buildings are 40% off. And they're brand new buildings. They've just been displayed. And they're top notch. They have all the custom options that we offer on the building. So it's a good time for that. And for that customer that can't take a building that's already pre-built this year, we're doing 10% across the board for the rest of the month. And we're giving a free loft. So if you have to be under 120 square feet, you don't want that permit, your size limited in your yard, you get a 120 square feet building and you can double it with loft space up for storage. And you can do that for free right now.
Now, let me stop you right there because we need to talk about that. A lot of homes here in the Santa Clarita area, and you know this, I'm not telling you something new, we have those HOA. And the rules, there are always rules. So some can't go as high as the person buying the structure would like.
Right.
So what is the usual, like, how do you handle HOA?
So we've partnered with a lot of the HOAs here. There is a lot more here than there normally.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of HOAs.
Uh-huh.
But we're partnered with a lot of them, and we're reaching out to the rest right now to figure out what exactly they want for their neighborhoods. What are their rules? What are the city rules and the requirements there for setback and fire and whatever else? And we put together a package for you. So when you come in and you tell us what your HOA is, for the most part, we probably already have an approved plan for you.
Oh, that's perfect.
So you just pick windows, doors, colors, what do you want on the inside, the roof line, those type of things. But we customize to that HOA.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's one less thing we have to do.
And it's faster. You don't have to go back and forth getting approvals and this and that. You just tell them, hey, I've got an Ulrich building. They'll look it up and they'll see the paperwork and we're good to go.
And you're good to go. I mean, who exactly thought of that?
George Brown, actually.
Oh, I love that guy. I love that guy.
He is on.
Yeah, because I'm sure in an area, like, I don't know anyone in Santa Clarita, maybe some of the older structures, maybe in Newhall-ish area, but all of these new developments, and even when I say new, I've been in my house in Stevenson Ranch for 25 years, and we have an HOA, and they have rules, and you leave your trash can out one day too much, you get a letter.
You're going to read about it.
You're gonna so they have rules and they stick to them, and so it's so proactive of you guys to go ahead and have that information ready to go. So that's one less thing off of our plate. So I love that. Give George a nod for me.
I definitely will.
So we have promotions. We've got all kinds of. So if you don't need to do a custom structure, there might be something in your showroom for somebody to get, like, right away.
Chances are there is. Yeah.
If you pick something in the showroom that's already ready to go, how does that work? Like, how fast can you get it to my house?
Well, it just depends. So right now, I think if it's local, you're within the Santa Clarita, Valencia area, we can have it to you this week.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. We get the paperwork done. You get the place where you want the building. As long as there's not a permit required or any city requirement we have to do, the HOA, once we get all those approvals, we can deliver the building within a week usually right now.
Does it have to be on solid ground, or do you put it on dirt? Like, how does it work as far as foundation?
Well, it's really up to the customers. As long if it's a permitted building, if it's a larger structure, then the city's going to tell us how it goes. But if it's not, then the customer just decides, do I want it on a concrete pad? Or it's fine on the dirt. We use 4x6 pressure treated lumber that's going to last for years. And it makes it easier too if you ever need to move that structure in the back of your yard. And it keeps it up off the ground for rodents and things like that.
Do you, if you don't have to do it on concrete, do you suggest that?
Concrete's always better because that's the perfect level. Right. But a lot of customers just use gravel, dirt. We level it to an extent when we get there, as long as it's not a real steep incline. We'll use blocks to level one in and get it to where you want it, but we ultimately want to make it just safe. So,
and that's it. You have to see the showroom. Let's talk about where you're located, because everybody always asks me where are they located, because we say Delone Street and we do say Denny's, and I guess we need to paint a picture. paint a picture exactly where you're located so we can get people, because now we really want them to come to the showroom because of this amazing promotion. 40% off, that's nothing to sneeze about.
It's not.
So we want to get them to the showroom ASAP to see these. Paint a picture about how to get there and where you're located.
So if we're off the 14 freeway.
Okay.
We're at the Sand Canyon exit.
Sand Canyon.
So nobody knows where Delone Street is. We talked about that, but everybody knows where Denny's and In-N-Out is, right? So if you just pull into the Denny's parking lot by the AM/PM and you pass by the legendary Bergie's restaurant, and then we're at the very back of the parking lot of Denny's. It's a whole nother place back there.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. You're going to see. You can't miss this. There's so many buildings in the back. It just looks. There's lots of buildings in the lot. There's a big gate. Lots of banners.
Big sign that says Ulrich?
Ulrich, big sign.
Okay, that's it. Okay, you've painted a picture. I got it. I think what we needed to know is that you do, like, you get into that parking lot and you keep going. I think that's what we really, really needed to hang on to. And that's what you need to do, because we have to get you into that showroom. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at some of these things. Until I actually saw pictures, I really didn't get it. And now it's just, I mean, you can make them into, I mean, I think it started out with she sheds. I think that was the big, right?
Yeah. And then we sheds, man caves.
And it just goes on and on and on and on from there. I mean, I've seen gorgeous dog homes. You know, if you have more than one dog, that you open up the door and the dog has literally a couch and I mean,
air conditioner,
yes,
whatever you need for your family member.
It's just amazing. So you have to see it to actually believe it, what you're seeing. Brett, always a pleasure having you come in and talk about what's late. And thank you for these promotions. Please make a point to get to that showroom and see what you can get for 40% off. That's
before
huge.
the end of the month.
Before the end of the month. It's huge. Okay. And then, you know, go into Denny's, get yourself a, you know, Moons Over My Hammy, and then and then go see
and
Brett.
Design your structure. Yeah, that's right.
Go see Brett and George. They got it together. They got it together. Have a great rest of your week.
Thanks.
If you need help.